So, the Steam Summer Sale is back again, and Gaben is here to rip away all of our hard-earned cash. So in this video, I'll be talking about the perfect games for your Steam Deck in this summer sale. So there's three main criteria for the games I'm going to share with you today. First of all, it has to be playable on the Steam Deck. Second of all, it has to be the cheapest it's ever been on the Steam Store. And third of all, it has to have a rating of 80% positive or more. First up is Octopath Traveller 2. So this is obviously extremely well rated, a 93% SteamDB rating. So this is a turn-based RPG in the vein of like more old school SNES RPGs. It has like this beautiful HD 2D sprite style, and the bundle of Octopath Traveller 2 and this other game, Various Day Life, which frankly I've never heard of before, is down to $34.98, which is obviously the cheapest it's ever been. So yeah, this game is going to play perfectly on your Steam Deck, and it's going to take quite a while to complete as well, with an average, how long to beat of around say 60 to 90 hours. And yeah, that's game number one. Next up is the game everybody was raving about this time last year, and that's Elden Ring. So Elden Ring right now is £34.99 and around $41.99. And again, this is the cheapest it's ever been. 91% positive SteamDB rating, and obviously this this is From Software's latest game in the vein of sort of like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, except this is their first proper open world game. And yeah, from what I understand, it's extremely hard, extremely unforgiving, but once you master the combat, it is so incredibly satisfying. And actually, I just found out that Elden Ring is even cheaper on this website called DL Gamer. So if you check the Is There Any Deal page, just search for Elden Ring, and you'll find a bunch of sites where it's even cheaper than Steam. So again, for this price, it's an absolute no-brainer. Next up, this is one I've recommended before, but it's one I will continue to. It's the Valve Complete Pack. It's essentially every single Counter-Strike game, every single Half-Life game, besides Alex, both Portal games, both Left 4 Dead games, and a couple of other games here and there. And all of this for like around £5, give or take. And that's, again, incredible value. Like, this should be on like a must-buy list for everybody who owns a Steam Deck. Frankly, anybody who has a Steam account. It's that good of a deal. Must buy. Next up is Slime Rancher. So this is an interesting game. So I played this on my Xbox Series S with Game Pass. So it's since left Game Pass, and Slime Rancher 2 has replaced it. But this is a very good price for this game. £3.74. £3.74 to play it on your Steam Deck on the go is incredible. It's a very fun game. It's sort of like Pokemon meets Animal Crossing to an extent. You're essentially finding, catching, and raising slimes, getting currency from doing so, and then expanding your slime farm essentially, and exploring more and more of this island. It's a good game. It's a very good game, and yeah, just shy of like £4 or around $5. Great value. Next up is probably one of the greatest point-and-click adventure games ever made, which is The Walking Dead, the definitive series. So this is obviously a Telltale game. When the first season came out, it absolutely blew everyone's minds, including my own. It's a very sort of simple game in the sense that it's basically point and click, and you sort of make choices. But this really did, I guess, kickstart the whole visual novel sort of point and click adventure game craze that came after it. And it's sad that Telltale shut down after all of this. But this series is just incredible. I've still only played the first season, which is a crime, but it's my goal now to finish the entire series. And honestly, even if you buy this just for the first season alone, it's worth it. The ending of the first season is just narrative perfection. It's very good. It's very good indeed. And yeah, if you buy the Apocalypse bundle, which bundles the entire series and this other early access game called Undying for £15.63, or give or take about $20, that price is very good indeed. And if you'd prefer to buy it from somewhere other than Steam, you could try from Fanatical. They're currently selling it for £11.99, which this is in fact the cheapest it's ever been. Next up are all of the Steamworld games. So specifically Steamworld Dig, Heist, Dig 2, and Quest. These four games are just incredible. They all span different genres of games within the same sort of like world, but all of them are extremely good for what they are. If you want to try one out, I'd say definitely try Steamworld Dig and Heist. They are very cheap indeed. I mean, Steamworld Dig is less than £1. Steamworld Heist is just over £1. So you can buy both for less than £2. So less than about, I guess, $3. And that's incredible. Personally, I'd buy Dig, Heist, Dig 2, and Quest. Basically all four of them. The complete bundle includes DLC and other things. You don't really need to buy them if you don't want to. But at least the four mainline games, just try them out. At least Dig and Heist. And Dig 2. They're all really good, man. Next up is Black Mesa. So, from what I understand, this is essentially a from the ground up remake of the first Half-Life game, by essentially like a third party dev. These guys have been working on this remake for years now. So I think the full game is finally out, and look, it's on sale for about £3.74 or just about $5. Again, for that price, it's hard to argue with it. If you buy this as well as the Valve Complete Pack, then you basically have two ways to play the same game. One, again, a full from the ground up remake versus the original game, and you can compare side by side. But these guys, honestly, for the amount of work they put in, is incredible. Just the end product looks amazing. Next up is Digimon World Next Order. So this is essentially like a Digimon raising game. It's not like a Cyber Sleuth, really. It's not turn-based RPG. It's literally just like it's really a Digimon raising game. So you're going through the game, raising your Digimon, watching them evolve, and as time passes, they will eventually die, and then they respawn with slightly higher base stats, and essentially you go through that cycle again and again until you reach the end of the game. So this is obviously very different to Cyber Sleuth and all of that. This is actually a proper Digimon World game, and this is the cheapest it's ever been at £25.99. And finally, another game everybody was raving about earlier this year, Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this is obviously a Harry Potter game, or rather a game based in the Harry Potter world, and this is currently £39.99 from Steam directly, around $48 give or take. But if you shop around a bit and you check is there any deal, you'll see that the cheapest currently is from this site called Game Billet, and they're selling Hogwarts Legacy right now for $33.89, which is again definitely the cheapest this game has ever been. This summer sale is looking pretty solid, and I'm going to be doing more videos on more games to buy in the sale. If you have any suggestions for genres to look at, or like various price points to look at, or anything like that, please let me know. And in the meantime, click up here to see my picks for the spring summer sale just gone, and I'll catch you next time.